Alright, so I started doing some more of this floor yesterday while it was pouring rain out. Look at this. I have a blister on my hand. It was just digging more into that blister using this jackhammer thing. Oh, I have my washing machine on. I'm like, what is that? So I got some more of this stuff. I think I'm gonna wrap a piece of duct tape around my hand and glove to use a jackhammer more. But I might switch doing that for a bit and start ripping up these tiles here. I just want this over with so that I can hire a professional. This stuff, I don't even know what, maybe like a half an hour it took me to do that. And my voice does sound really weird when I speak into the camera with earplugs in. I was looking at my recordings from my previous videos where I had earplugs in. I'm like, why are the audio levels all weird and why does it sound so different? I don't want to do this stuff at all. I don't want to do anything. I guess that's kind of the problem. And it is a problem with having so much money. I'm like, because I used to just do all this stuff myself to save money, not on scales as large as this. I don't think. I mean, I guess it's not outside of my realm if I had enough time or whatever. But when I have so much money, I'm like, oh, I can just hire someone. Like, why am I doing this? I could just hire someone. I don't like doing that. I like doing stuff on my own and being able to take care of myself and everything. And granted, like, yeah, I am taking care of myself by paying someone else to do it. I'm still getting things taken care of, I guess. I just like being independent and being able to provide and take care of myself when I don't know, but let's not get into all this. I guess it's just like at my roots, that's what I was. That's how I became successful or accomplished what I did, was doing it myself. Even just looking at Tavares like years ago with his Lamborghini, the white Lamborghini that he like rebuilt in his garage from like the ground up and had the thing completely tore apart, and he didn't have experience with working on cars or anything like that before that. Like he did call people in when he needed help and all that, but that's how he became successful and everything. I just don't want to lose my roots, and I don't want to lose that part of me, I guess. But at the same time, I do understand, like, me taking all the time to do this instead of just hiring someone, I do lose out on making the other types of videos about political issues and cryptocurrency and all that stuff. So it's kind of a trade-off. Like, I could just be working on cryptocurrency videos and doing videos to make money and then using that money to hire someone to do all this stuff, or I can just do it this way. Who knows? I don't know what type of person I am. Plus, you know, me doing all this doesn't just save me money because I'm not hiring someone to do this. It also saves me money because I'm not spending money on other things to keep me from being bored or other. Like, I want to buy a guitar, a new guitar, an amplifier, effects pedals, and all that. Well, I'm not spending all that money on that right now because I don't have the time to put into it right now. Then with dogs, I don't have the time to put into a dog and all that right now. Plus the house isn't ready for it. Just, it saves me money also because I'm not spending. Also, I wanted to say, I mean, I guess didn't really want to say it. Maybe I just wanted to stop working to record, to take a break. All right, what I was going to say is, I remember I was saying like, oh, it's so much easier to take these tiles off the laminate. And I was like, I think that's because the laminate's like a smoother surface, so they don't adhere to it as much as concrete. Now I don't think that's the case, because you see how this stuff is white, this thin set, and then all this other stuff was gray. This floor also has some spots. I have a feeling it's this back corner where it's gray. And you can see like white and gray. And yeah, it's really hard to get up off of these spots. You can see I'm digging into the linoleum on the spots with the gray. I don't know what time it is, but I got the kitchen all, well, I say all, but I didn't do this closet yet. The bathroom closet still needs the tiles dug up, but underneath the fridge and stuff that I can't move. Sorry, it's kind of loud, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tape up some boxes to put this stuff in, and then I'm gonna go get lunch. I have no idea what time it is now. And I guess my washer has to, I know in a video I said that I don't know if my washer lowers the time, but I've been putting stuff in there and it estimates like an hour and 15 minutes. Like right now my blanket's been in there and it says only 17 minutes left, and it definitely hasn't been an hour since I put that in there. But I was hoping to get everything done today so that I can take off all this stuff and have a useful kitchen to where I can cook and eat. I'm not 100% sure that goal is gonna be completed, because we still have to remove, because even if we pick up all this and clean up all this dust and everything, there's gonna be more dust when we take up the linoleum. So I might have to spend another day doing all this linoleum stuff. But after that, then I'll order the garbage can, dumpster, get my neighbor to help me load that up, and then I can call the tile company. I can call the tile place like now, I guess, because they still need to get the tiles ordered, which is going to take like a couple weeks anyway. So I can be working on all this stuff while the tile company is waiting on the stuff to be ordered. But I don't know. I don't feel like doing that for whatever reason. It's just like way too much to juggle around and way too much to manage in my head. I need to do one thing at a time. I don't know why I eat, because I always get like, I don't know if it's because I get tired after I eat or because I like lose momentum and don't want to continue working after I eat. But whenever I eat, like right now, I'm just going to be like, all right, I'm going to take a nap. I'll pick up all this stuff later. Sometimes later doesn't happen until like a couple days later. But this is some pretty serious shit that I have to clean up. So I doubt I'm really going to wait. I'm going to put it off for too long because I can't be living like with garbage like this on the floor. So I didn't get back down here until 6 o'clock. So whatever time it was that I went upstairs for a nap, yeah, that's why I don't start working. And I'm already tired of doing this, just cleaning up just this little part. I guess like what's not easy to see is like just all the tiles. They're actually pretty heavy, and these boxes, when I fill them up, they're probably at least 50, 60 pounds. I know I work out. I know I got muscles, but what's even going on with me? I just want to give up. But like I said, I know I can't give up because I can't leave my house all dusty and a disaster like this. It's like you can walk to the refrigerator and get yourself some nice cold beverages, but I want to. I wasn't lying. That was a nice, cold, refreshing beverage. But I want to, my goal is to be able to make sausage and peppers tonight, which means picking up all this stuff. I guess I can partially take off the covers there. And all the boxes that I taped up earlier, I don't even like using the Amazon ones because there's no handle. Like on these U-Haul ones, there's handles. Makes it easier to pick up. This you have to like scoop underneath down from the bottom to the bottoms. Okay guys, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know what day it is. No. I know what day it is now. It's Wednesday, but all day today I thought it was Thursday. And I thought I had to get this flooring done because I called a tile place, and I called that tile place to come over and get an estimate for the tile. I can't talk when I'm balancing a tripod. And I can't talk when my back's gotta be turned to you. Alright, this turned into a big disaster. Battery died on the camera. Didn't even catch me pulling out the old water thing from the fridge, spilling water all over the fridge. And we're back to me not being able to talk and balance. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so all day today I thought it was Thursday. I called the tile guy because his appointment is 9 o'clock Friday morning. So I'm like, all right, I have to get the rest of this tile taken out of this house today, or ripped up off the floor, so that he doesn't think I'm a huge lazy piece of shit and say that I'm gonna rip up all the tile. Don't do it. So that was my plan for today. And it's now, what time is it? It's now 2:51 p.m. And you might be asking yourself, why is 2:51 p.m. so important? Because that means that I did absolutely nothing since I said that I was going to do something. And what does it mean when I do nothing when I say I'm going to do something? It means I didn't do nothing, and I was a lazy piece of doo-doo, laid in bed all day thinking that I had this tile guy coming tomorrow and I needed to get all this work done. And I'm just like, oh, I'll continue putting it off. And then I realized, no, today's Wednesday, not Thursday. I can still procrastinate another day to get this done. But I'm not going to do that because knowing me, I don't do all work at once. Sorry, I'm doing this. I don't do all work at once. So it probably behooves me to do a little bit of work today, a little bit of work tomorrow, but aim to do every work today and none of the work tomorrow. But I did some of the work yesterday. So I grabbed my hands, the old bear claws, and we will show you guys. I ripped up some of the linoleum on the floor. It's coming up so good. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It's coming up so good. There's the bare concrete there. But then I realized, well, they just didn't put glue there. That's why it's coming up so easily. When you get back here, you see like, that's the bottom layer of the linoleum. So the linoleum is coming up with 2 layers. And 1 layer is staying stuck to there. You're just like, hey, scrapey. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. And I still didn't do the bathroom yet. Here, though, look at this. This was a relief. Ooh, the post office is here. Anyway, you can't see out there, but this just comes right up. It's just like oh no, it's not even sticky at all. What are they delivering to me? I'm just like, run away, hide. They don't even knock on my door though. The post office woman is very nice. She doesn't knock and everything goes super smoothly. We'll do a little distraction though, and we'll go pick up our package and see what we got. I don't even know what's being delivered today because I totally forgot everything and anything that I ordered. So it's a very light box from Amazon. And we had to do that with to show me my address. What did I order? I think maybe it's something for a bathroom upstairs. But I don't remember at all. Let's open her up. Ah, okay. So yeah, it's a garbage can for the bathroom. And then I ordered this thing for the pool chlorinator. It's a bottom cap so you can fill it with water. I'll show you guys in another video. But it's to clean the chlorinator for the pool. Look at these colors too, blue and gray. Look how good they go together. This is why these videos are my favorite colors. And now I'm kind of tempted to do some of my house in navy blue. I wasn't going to do that because I want my house light colors. But you can go right here by the toilet. Yeah. All right, next order of business, start lifting up this tile or this vinyl tile things. I'm going to put it in my clothes box, I think, even though there's already a box in it. It's big enough, there's some room. All right, I got like a third of it done. Nah, whatever that is. Almost a half of it done. It's a hot and sweaty boy I am. It's 75 degrees down here too. I have the air conditioner on, which I shouldn't be doing because there's so much dust that gets sucked up by that filter. I don't know, whatever. It's not super dusty today. This box is full and I don't know how anyone's gonna move it into the dumpster. I have the hand truck thing that the old owners left here. I figure we could just use that to get it in the dumpster. I don't know where else to put all this other stuff other than just pile it up and then we can load it up individually into the truck. And we have yet another, oh, my door's open, yet another rainy day in Florida. Every single day it rains, but just for like a minute, 2 minutes or something like that. So I don't even know if it's enough to get the grass wet. Okay, all this is done in here. What's interesting, I guess it does flood up here because you can see like right here was definitely wet or damp at some point just by looking at the change in color, how it's brown and water spots on the cement. But also back here along this, so there was caulk on the edges around here, but so this piece right here, I don't know if you can, yeah, there's water on the piece that was all along here. And you can see right here, it's still wet. There's definitely like water getting into the house, even like now where it's been like relatively dry and there hasn't been any flooding or anything like that. Rightio, noodlerinos. I've been scraping with the scraper. It's not so easy to get up. I've been getting up like, well, see this. I don't want to touch too much because my hands are, I just clean my hands to take a break. But I've been getting like strips, just running along, doing like a strip this wide. It's not so bad, but man, vacuum cleaner tornado alley. I run down here with the vacuum cleaner to get up any dust and whatever. These things just get sucked up. I feel like I'm Luigi's Mansion here. If anyone's watching me doing this and it's like, oh, that looks easy, I'm gonna do it by myself, I don't. This is like a couple weeks worth of work that I did, and it's very hard. I'm very sweaty. I don't run the air conditioner downstairs because I'm afraid of getting dust in the air filter. Very hot. My hands are vibrating. Even with these Milwaukee demolition gloves that have extra padding on the hands, my hands are vibrating and hurting. I don't know if this jackhammer thing has it, but I know Milwaukee does make ones that have this back here is like separated with a shock in it to absorb some of the vibrations, but this one doesn't have it. Also earplugs if I'm talking weird. I'm happy I did it myself though. Even though I'm not recommending you guys do it, I guess I am happy that I did it myself because I would have been curious if I didn't do it myself, and I would have wanted to do it myself anyway. If I just let things go and did things and just let someone else do it, I would have been like, I could have saved so much money if I didn't hire someone else to do it. It would have just like eaten me away, I guess. Like I always get these things in my head where like, oh yeah, I could do that or whatever. I'll do it until I'm sick of doing it myself, and then I'll call someone in. Or like in the case with my car, I couldn't really do things outside. But let's not get into that. What do you know, like it's all this time that my kitchen is closed up, that I could be cooking. All this time that I could be making different YouTube videos. If I hire someone, I could have had my office set up much sooner and made more money. Well, I wouldn't have made more money because my YouTube channel doesn't really make that much money. But if you have a job, your job probably pays you more than it costs to do this, hopefully, or else you're not really considering doing this. But it is a lot of work. But you know the saying that's like 90% of the work takes 10% of the time? I don't know what the saying is exactly, but it's basically like doing all the big stuff is easy. It takes like 10% of the time. The other 90% of the time is like getting all this stuff perfect, like picking up all this glue or whatever that's left on the floor. That takes a ton of time. Doing all this tile stuff, like there's stuff that I didn't do, like, you know, just all the finishing touches take the most amount of time pretty much. I don't know where I left off. I'm being like a really bad YouTuber. The tile guy came the other day. So number one, well, the tile guy came the other day and I went over the house and everything with him. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I need to say before I say this, but he said that it's okay to pull those nails out because he's going to be grouting over it anyway. Like I was thinking about like, oh, because pulling those nails out, like you can see, it's damaging it's pulling up some of the concrete too. I didn't want to damage my foundation, but he's like, oh, well, when we put grout over it, it's going to be okay. I don't think grout is as strong as concrete. I know it's not because with me chiseling it, I can remove the grout with that jackhammer chisel, but not the concrete. So grout's not as strong as concrete. I don't know if he's going to put any leveling solution stuff over it either. This is all boring stuff, I guess. So whatever, there's that. This crack here, he said that he has like a paint that he puts in it and rolls on. When he was talking about it, it sounded like some type of layer that he's putting over it. And I was like, well, if you put over a layer, isn't it going to be, he's like, oh, it's like a 1 foot wide layer that we put over it. I'm like, well, isn't it going to be make that layer of tiles higher than over here? He said no, because it's like a thin layer of paint or something like that. We're going to be doing this closet too. Like, I already knew this beforehand because the crack is moving into there. He thinks that this crack isn't bad because the house has already done all of its settling and isn't going to settle anymore. I don't know about that, especially with the amount that it rains here and everything. I'm sure like the house is going to get washed away or whatever. I think that it will settle more. I don't see why it wouldn't. But anyway, we're going to be redoing this too, so I have to take all this stuff out of here and move it upstairs. I guess that's another thing we could do today. This bathroom, so the bathroom's getting a different tile than the rest of the house, I decided on, just to give a little bit more contrast so not everything in the house looks exactly the same. We are removing this carpeting too, and doing the tile in here as well. Dumpster coming on the 17th, and today's like the 13th or something like that. Got 2 neighbors helping me with it. And then the last thing about the tile is that, so I was trying to ask him to see, like, one of the reasons I wanted him to order the tile was because it looked like with Home Depot, they would only deliver to the end of the street. And obviously I have a driveway that has to come up to. I don't think the HOA is going to be too happy about having tiles sitting out at the end of the street. For this guy's booked for like 3 or 4 weeks too, so it'd be sitting there for like a month. That, and also he said that if he orders a tile, he can't get as good of a discount as Home Depot can, because Home Depot is like a big box store and all that. I don't really see why he can't just order directly from Home Depot and then have his guys move the tile into my garage for me or whatever. But I think the better solution would probably be for me to just order the tile and then move it into the garage myself, or ask the delivery people if they can just move it into my garage with their forklift. I don't know if they'll do that or not, but he said, the tile guy said that he's gonna get me a quote on all that and everything, and I gave him my email address, so I'm waiting to hear back on him on all that. He also said one thing that was preventing me from doing the tile myself was I didn't know how to, one is because I'm sick of doing all this stuff. Number 2, I didn't really want to do all the math for measuring the tiles perfectly, because I'm thinking like, let's use this backsplash for an example. If you start tiling from right here, say you start putting the tile right here, you have a full piece of tile right here. And then by the time you end up finishing all the way here, you're going to have one full tile right here. And then if the dimensions don't work out, then you'll have a cut tile right here. You can see how this one's actually kind of good. You see how it's the same size end piece right here as it is right here. So I guess you pretty much just center it and do all that or whatever. So there's like a tile pattern. I don't have my laptop here to show you, but it's like every third pattern or whatever. No one cares about this. Pretty much the solution is, so we're going to start, I don't know where, let's just say right here for an example. So we'll have one full tile right here, and we'll run the whole thing out. So then say that we only need like a third of a tile right here. So now we have a 2/3 piece left over. Well, then that 2/3 piece goes in the next row, and we move all the way down here. So then now we'll have a piece left over here, which I guess would be another third piece or whatever. Yeah, I guess, because 2/3, 1/3 there. So then we'll do that. So it'll be a random pattern, because once we get to here, it's going to be, different dimensions again, because there's different length here. So it'll be a random tile pattern instead of like a visible pattern on the floor. All nails pulled up out here. Carpet is gone from here. I always vacuum up the nails. The vacuum doesn't suck up the nails that well. You can see there's one right here. But this is what I was saying. 90% of the time spent doing 1% of the work. Yeah, there's still some carpet dust here. Now on to the nails that are this border right here that had carpet. So there was carpet along here for my living room.